I guess I'll make a special note about this regarding an incident that happened. There was once this incident that was reported to me during the Civil War. What happened was for certain carriages like nitroglycerin carriages and dynamite carriages, I would have armed guards. It kind of made people think weird things because my men would actually be wearing brown coats or whatever, and they would be armed with guns. And in one instant, what it was there was a carriage hauling the components for making nitroglycerin, and it was a shipment for nitroglycerin, and it was a big carriage, and I think it was hauling like 12 drums or something like that. And I don't know if this was during the clay jar thing or whatever, but there was a likelihood that if the out of control carriage had actually contacted the other carriage, it could have spooked the horses of the carriage, or knocked over the carriage with the nitroglycerin, which would have basically meant the whole town would have gone, bye bye. I mean, imagine a whole carriage load of, or wagon load of nitroglycerin chemicals mixing together, and then boom. I'm not exactly sure what would happen, but I had posted orders that my men, if such a situation, if they were in a town and something like that happened, that they had orders to shoot the other horses before they could disturb the other carriage, and they did. 2 horses were shot. It shocked the town, but the town later on understood when they found out what was in the carriage, that it was actually nitroglycerin that was being hauled, and that actually prompted me to change my safety standards to where the components for nitroglycerin were actually hauled separately in separate carriages. So there would be about a half a day distance between, or a couple hours distance between one carriage and another carriage, so you would never have a whole component list for making nitroglycerin in one space. You would have one carriage with one type of chemical, another carriage with another type of chemical, and so on and so forth. And I started my safety standards, and those were also, like, I believe, brown coats that were actually doing that. I had different colored people. The people that wore different things would do different things for me. Like I even divided up the color of the people. So like brown coats would carry one kind of material, and the blue coats would carry another type of the chemical or material, so they wouldn't mix or anything like that. And I started like safety standards like that. Basically people carrying different kind of chemicals, so they wouldn't mix. Anyway, and that's basically how that all got started, actually, a long time ago, is that kind of stuff. So, and I was overseeing that during the Civil War era. So, and cannons and stuff. But that's what happened in the past, and why they opened fire on another carriage at one point in time. And I did hear about that, and it was sad. And I did make changes because of it, so they wouldn't have to do it again. So, anyway, and that's what happened with me.